This is a guy that here's the problem. In one way, we love him so much.
Yeah, it's a very weird dichotomy.
He's part of our childhood.
Yeah, one of my favorite characters.
Oh God,
ever. Some of my favorite parts in any show ever.
Probably top 5 characters of all time for
me.
Yeah. Come on,
just that's such a good job on it. And of course, we're talking about Jason Alexander, everyone. George Costanza.
Now, here's something I've realized, and everybody, I think, at this point has seen like an interview of him, and he comes off real fucking smarmy.
Just smarmy and out of touch. And
just dripping with arrogance
and self-importance.
But he tries to do it in like in a way of like, hey, that's just showbiz, babe. But like it's supposed to be sarcastic, but it's real. I know it's real.
Yeah, he tries to act like he's acting like he's one of like the old Rat Pack, you know what I mean? But like the extensions of the Rat Pack, like the fucking what's the roast comic?
Old dude, Dean Martin.
Well, Dean Martin, yeah, but that
Dean Martin,
but no, not them.
He wasn't a comic. He was a drunk.
No, not him. I'm saying there's the guy that would just attack everyone.
Oh, Don Rickles.
Don Rickles, yeah, okay. Like that. That's part of the Rat Pack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And where they were like all the Shriners and always like rubbing shoulders.
Everything.
And he acts like
he
acts like he's acting like he's pretending to be that, but he thinks he is that.
Like it's supposed to be ironic, but
exactly.
Yeah,
but it really isn't.
Right.
He just thinks he's there.
Like those guys that pretend they're riding those big wheel bikes.
Yeah, penny farthing.
They're acting like they're doing it to look cool, but I know that those bikes are actually a more efficient way to ride. It's phoniness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're just not letting you in.
Right, yeah.
Oh my
they're
God.
just trying to act like they're doing it to be.
Damn, dude,
like,
you're being fucking high-hatted by the penny farthing crew?
Who would you expect it more from?
That's a good point. They have top hats.
They're probably the only people that would understand.
They have the highest hat.
They're the only people that would understand half of my references.
Yeah. Anyone with a penny farthing, a top hat, and a curly mustache in this day and age, I say, you know.
Well, hey, if I'm walking down the street looking for a new metal detecting buddy,
that's the guy you're going to.
Picking? Yeah. You know,
it's the guy on the wooden bike.
So anyways, all right, let's jump into this.
But yeah, so anyways, I came across this motherfucker's podcast. Apparently he has a podcast called Really No Really with Peter Tilden, who is some other dumbass actor that went nowhere.
Yeah, he looks vaguely familiar to me.
Yeah, I know I've seen him in bit parts and character roles.
And here's the thing about him. I mean, they're both just insufferable. And
they are.
We should. What do you want to start with?
Well, the first thing I wanted to see is look at this. Okay, so this is George fucking Costanza.
Yeah, George Costanza.
George Costanza has a podcast. And look at this. It has 1,900 subscribers. This is how much nobody gives a fuck what you're doing, actual Jason Alexander.
They obviously have a following on Spotify, too, so who knows what that is. But this is like, dude, there's still a lot of people on YouTube.
YouTube reflects these things.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is obviously not their only people listening.
Of course.
But so
YouTube is a massive platform.
Still, if it amounts to maybe, 6,000 or something instead, you know.
Yeah, what are you, 5 times over there?
You were on TV 3 hours a day
on the number one show
years.
in the world ever.
Yeah. Dude,
like by all metrics.
What did they play at one point when TV was still a thing? I mean, it was like
there were millions of viewers.
Well, but Seinfeld was on like 3 channels.
Oh yeah,
in reruns.
Oh yeah,
and it would be on like 80 times a day. Like so, I don't know how you could have had more exposure and entertainment than that, but
you're just so unlikable that nobody gives a shit.
Nobody cares that George is on the radio.
He should have just done a George Costanza podcast. He'd have fucking 5 million subscribers. Honestly.
Here's the other thing that you start to realize, too, speaking of the George thing, because it's always coming up in my mind when Jason Alexander's involved.
Yeah.
It's natural. And what you start to notice about Jason Alexander is his real personality is like when George would be a real douchebag in the show. Those things were so natural that like when George would do his like deceptive like kind of routine
conniving
and get caught, that's Jason Alexander. The fucking try to smooth someone and it doesn't work and they see right through it. That's actual Jason Alexander. And but as the character it worked amazing
because he was supposed to be like this bumbling idiot sidekick. And
now we're led to believe that this is a sophisticated
man of the world,
television and Broadway actor,
metropolitan.
And, I mean, he does all these fucking. God, can you imagine? He does all of those like really pretentious theater productions.
Oh yeah, he's a theater guy.
Oh my God, how do you get into that stuff? It's just you
hate yourself.
You just put
something,
dude. I just can't be involved in any of that.
Much.
Like, I don't know why it sounds stupid, and I know there's probably something to appreciate about it, but I swear to God, I have no fucking use for any stage production of any type.
No.
It's like
never.
maybe just a regular concert. I don't even really want to go to that anymore.
Yeah,
But, like,
it's weird.
You know,
I don't like it.
Yeah, just I'll take things in a box at my house.
Yeah,
that's fine.
yeah, I agree.
So anyways,
wholeheartedly. So let's look at a couple of these. Now, you had seen one that was fucking surprising in many ways.
this blows my mind. You want to start with that?
Sure.
And we'll go to 2 minutes if you can find it.
Yeah.
So-
I can find it, sir. I'm a fucking sleuth. Didn't you see what I did with my my tech problems this week?
Yeah.
We are.
Oh
we,
my God! He did. So here's what happened. He gets great guests too. This is the other fucking insane thing about this.
This is Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke is on his show. Two things.
Several
First,
things.
Several
really.
things, actually. Let's start listing them. Number one, Dick Van Dyke is fucking alive?
Yeah.
What
dude.
the fuck?
What? He's like 900.
I saw that. Dude,
That's insane.
The Dick Van Dyke show was 1,000 years ago. I mean, think about
Oh, yeah.
think
And he
about-
was an adult, like a, not advanced age, but like,
He was the dad on a show.
yeah.
You know?
And then he had like the second Dick Van Dyke show kind of thing where he was already sort of getting up there a little.
I don't remember that one. But he was
Oh,
already...
no. He was on the Mary Tyler Moore show first, then the Dick Van Dyke show.
No, Dick Van Dyke was first. Dick
Oh,
Van
is that what
Dyke
happened?
is black and white. And by the way,
Oh,
why
okay,
are we
yeah,
not?
yeah,
I
yeah,
meant to call him Penis Van Lesbian this whole time because that was when I was in grade school. That was still on all the time. And my friend Jamie would always go, "Hey, did you watch the Penis Van Lesbian show last night? It's funny every day."
Dick Van Dyke, yeah.
And so,
There's a lot of innuendo in his name.
so he's still alive.
Or not innuendo.
Like, imagine how much.
yeah, that's crazy.
Imagine how much the world has changed since Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
Mary fucking Poppins.
Yeah, he can't leave a fucking like a room anymore, right? He's just too overwhelmed. Or is he
dude,
just
yeah. How
stayed-
would you be dealing with this? And when you see him, we'll show a minute of it. But like he's fucking sharp. He's there.
Really?
He looks vibrant.
I didn't watch this one.
He still dances. He's 98 or something.
Wow.
All
right,
So
well,
that's
that's
the first
inspiring.
thing. So you got that type of a goddamn legend. It doesn't probably get
it's Dick
any.
Van Dyke. That's massive media. You know, I
You
mean,
wanna
nobody
be- you
now
wanna be
cares.
at 2 minutes.
But yeah, but here, take a look at this.
Oh, okay.
How many views? Not even 5,000 views in 2 months. You have Dick Van Dyke on your show and nobody will watch.
It's very weird.
It's very weird.
I
But
watched it.
let's take a look at why. Now, we'll get to your 2 minute
Okay.
mark, but
You
I
just wanna
want to
do the
just show the
intro.
intro because this is how they do it every time. And they do like a little fucking, what would you even call this? It's like a little,
It's
little banter.
It's
little
phone like
It's a little
shit.
pre-show banter that like they think is like smart and witty.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's like a phony way of being revealing. It's like, look, this is
Yeah, like a behind the scenes that's not behind the scenes
It's-
kind of a thing.
Yeah, look, it's a candid moment
Yes.
where oh yeah, we do. Are we on? Is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can we? It's like everybody does this now.
Yeah, it's
where
like,
they think it's
shut
cool
up.
to have it as part of like.
Yeah.
They feature it.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that time how we didn't know what we were doing and we messed up. Like that's gonna happen. You know, it would happen.
Yeah, I mean, I fuck shit up all the time. I don't
Right.
want to highlight it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just
Come
move on, everybody. It's
Yeah.
not a cool thing to
No.
show your underbelly and be a real guy. Because all right, let's see.
Yeah.
it.
But so they do that little thing, and then the actual like song. It's I don't even understand.
Let's just
the
see
whole
it, yeah.
thing. Yeah, it's just brutal.
Here it is, everybody.
All right.
This mic is hilarious because it's you. I got to do this with you, that, and then that. So
Why is it up in your face?
because she
again?
just they positioned it. I didn't touch it. They're
No.
telling me where to put. I don't touch it. They put it where they
Am
want
I
it.
crazy? It's in his face,
They
right?
put it where they want it. No, it's
No,
perfect.
it's okay?
See. Oy.
Oh my God.
How can
Already.
that be right?
Oh
and
my
this be
God!
right?
Shut up and just worry about you. Just worry about you. I hate to do this in front of
Dick Van Dyke is sitting on the couch. You
Yeah.
fucking idiots.
Yeah.
What are you
Exactly.
doing?
What are you doing?
So
But that's what I mean. It's so obviously like pre-planned. We'll talk about the mic.
You just see Dick Van Dyke just go.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Beavis. He Beavised out, dude.
What kind
But
of?
what's he supposed to do? It's not funny.
That's the look of a man on adrenochrome, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him. Can you go,
Oh, yeah.
Can you look at his face again?
Well, here, let me watch
Yeah.
the actual intro.
Yeah.
real
So when
quick.
they actually, this is
so it does that little stupid shit.
yeah.
and
Then they have a really like
I don't-
boring bumble. Like it's just
the-
pretentious.
It sounds
just-
like a child made it.
about you.
this.
Just worry about you.
Sorry, yeah.
I hate to do this in front of company.
Really? No, really? Really?
Makes no sense.
No, really?
What is that? They're Batman and they're Jedis, and is this like an interest that we're supposed to know about them? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like it's as if they were just like, "Hey AI, make us a generic intro for two gentlemen."
I always see when I
Doesn't
see
make any
stuff
sense.
like this from people that should know better or have the resources to have create.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened exactly?
You were
is it-
George Costanza.
Well, and I think what happens
Figure it out.
is a lot of the people in entertainment are utterly inept when it comes to actually putting something like this together.
Yeah.
Or making the choice on creativity for an intro, or when obviously
Yeah, you know
we don't
who
have
isn't?
that problem.
I was gonna say, you know what? Yeah. Hey,
Yeah!
Hey, Costanza, leave it to the heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying?
but I
Leave
always
it to
think
the pros.
the reason probably is because he's not involved in those decisions, and he's probably not interested, and he thinks everything should be done around him.
Yeah,
like
probably.
like it was in TV, or
Yeah,
like it was
probably.
or whatever. Because I see that with like people that retired from a very successful radio career, and now they try to do a podcast. They make the worst decisions. They can't come up with anything, or they're not even involved in it. So they just have some boob who they hired that he's like, oh, okay, I'll just farm this out to a guy that fucking
that's a
makes these.
Fiverr intro.
That's
That's
yeah.
a Fiverr. Also, is that him saying really? No, really.
I have no
is
idea.
that his voice?
Do you want to see it one more time?
Yeah,
or-
I'm just gonna. Yeah, it's very quick, so maybe.
Okay.
Maybe I'll go back because that sounds like him. All right, here we go.
I hate to do this in front of company.
Really? No, really.
No, I don't think
You don't think so?
so.
Really?
Let's like pitch shifted or something.
No, really.
Oh yeah, maybe it's not. Thank God, because I was going to be even more pissed.
And then
All right, now we'll go into two.
also their set is the most similar to ours that I've ever seen before. It's almost exactly the same, actually.
Oh yeah. What the fuck?
We have the same mics. Those are two SM7Bs and the same fucking stands. Look at us. Hey, that's great. I didn't even think of that before.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Okay. Well, Well, backpedaling about to happen, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we got to rethink a few choices. Now, listen.
Well,
you wanted to go to.
But the
minute
funny
two.
thing is, George Costanza is doing a podcast, and he's getting similar numbers to us.
It's insane.
Like we didn't have Dick Van Dyke on, but we have videos with thousands of views.
Yeah.
A few of them at least.
Yeah,
Probably,
and
what,
the rest of
you know,
his here. We'll go back, but most of his videos.
most of
This
his-
is a big one.
Yeah, we'll look at the other ones.
Yeah, we'll look at them in a second. But okay, so you wanted to go 2 minutes. So this is when they're what introducing Dick Van Dyke.
Yes, and I'm appalled.
Yes.
And I need this
Yeah.
to be addressed.
Yeah.
And we've caught this fucking other guy.
Yeah.
Peter, whatever. I cannot remember his name.
Peter Tilden.
Peter Tilden, and that name does sound familiar. I think he was in a lot of movies when we were kids and stuff. But I've caught him just really being an ass in the way that he introduces.
guy's an idiot.
Dick Van Dyke. He is. They're both just so.
They're blah, but they're like sort of like irritating.
This is the
they're
thing
like
with that,
irritatingly blah.
They assume that they're
Blasé.
interesting because they've been on screen, and because they have that thing that makes an actor good at assuming another personality because they don't really have much of one of their
Yeah.
own. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's like.
yeah.
I think that's just what happens over and over again when people try this. You know, what is an actor that's good at podcasting? Is there one?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a different talent. You know.
Yeah.
So okay, let's
Yeah.
see how he
All
does.
right, let's
it.
see how he gets into the Dick Van Dyke intro.
We have in our studio today a gentleman who is the antithesis of everything I was just talking about.
Oh, they had been talking
Absolutely
about getting
the
old
opposite.
and shitty and whatever. So,
Oh, okay.
Now, I'll save his name for the end because you absolutely know him and you've known him all your life.
Stop saying
as have I.
absolutely.
A multiple award winner, Golden Globes, Tonys, Grammys, Daytime Emmy, Primetime Emmys. He's in the Television Hall of Fame. He's on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He's got a Screen Actors Guild Lifetime Achievement Award. He should frankly have 20 of them.
And he's going to get us 5,000 views.
Right? Yeah. Right there. Yeah. Can you imagine back in the day having a star of this caliber on your show? Man, you were fucking Johnny
Yeah,
Carson.
dude.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but right there though is the classic thing that I was talking about.
Yeah,
in my
shoulda
opinion,
had-
In my opinion, he should
Yeah,
have
shoulda
20
had
of them.
20.
It's that's the George trying to
Yeah.
butter someone up.
Yeah.
That's his actual personality. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's horrible.
All right.
It's horrible. I can't. All right.
He's a Kennedy Center honor recipient.
Okay. All right.
I'll just name the big ones.
National treasure.
A Tony Award winner for his first role.
He's been alive for 100 years. He should have some
no,
of this.
so
You know, yeah. So yeah,
This
let's
guy just sloths
I didn't
in.
even pay attention to him. He's
treasure.
yeah, he's constantly jumping in with nothing, and like every joke he makes is always about like, well, my wife doesn't think so. He says that like 50 times this episode. Like,
Okay, let me see.
I'll just name the big ones.
National treasure.
A Tony Award winner for his first role.
Now wait a minute. Are we just watching our eventual selves?
Oh yeah,
As we age?
that's why we got to do it now. This is that's all life is, you know. Eventually, we're going to just be like rotting away somewhere, you know, or get hit by a bus or something. You might as well make fun of this guy.
I plan on going down in a blaze of glory against the fucking entire industry of Indian-born scammers.
Tom's gonna stuff himself into a box and mail himself to India.
Yeah.
Just get out. I'm like, all right.
Nunchucks.
Step 1 complete. Wait, what's?
I'm so hungry.
He checks his pocket. Like, wait, what's step 2? He's just wandering around a dump collecting little pieces of titanium to get lunch.
Next thing you know, I'm actually forced into the trade, and I'm scamming people over here because I need money bad.
Yeah, and calling me from. I'm like, Tom, I'm not gonna fall for this, dude.
That
Like,
Indian accent doesn't sound right.
right? Yeah. Tom
like,
is Tom is your name. You call me and tell me your name is Mohinder.
Yeah.
Like, hi, this is Mohinder.
Mohinder
What?
was from Heroes. That was an awesome show. All right, let me hear.
Name the big ones.
National treasure.
Tony Award winner for his first real starring role on Broadway, Bye Bye Birdie. Carl, well, he had his own.
Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Mary Poppins, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the comic, and
I
his
like
own.
his input so far has just been
Yeah.
not real treasure, and then he went, oh,
Yeah. What was the reaction for? Are you for it? Are you against it? Are you
they have
appalled?
zero like chemistry or
What is
anything
it?
going
Yeah.
on here. There's
I don't
like
get it.
this guy. Yeah, okay. I'm starting to love this. Yeah, go ahead.
The hell are you?
Show, the Dick Van Dyke Show, in our studio today. A legend and someone who I really am. Just I pinch myself and I'm amazed and I go, I know this man. Say hello, Peter, to
Mr.
Dick
Van
Van
Dyke.
Dyke and his lovely wife
It's
Arlene.
such a pleasure. It really is a pleasure to have you here. And you know what? I saw you on the
Hold on a
Masked
second.
Singer.
Right here. I want to start a timer. Can you go to right where he goes, all right, say hello, which is also a very weird way to introduce a guest.
Yeah.
So I've interviewed my fair share of people, and I learned very quick there's a really easy trick. During the introduction, you end the introduction with a question. You give them the floor
Yeah.
immediately, or else it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
And then they don't know when to jump
what am
in.
I saying?
Luckily,
Yeah.
Dick Van Dyke is just a magic entertainment guy.
Yeah.
So
He
it'll
was
be
born
okay.
into it out of it. Yeah.
Right, but like, so here, I'm gonna start a timer, and we're gonna see how long it is from when this guy begins his hello to Dick Van Dyke till
Yes.
Dick Van Dyke gets to say something.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Say hello, Peter, to
Mr.
Dick
Van
Van
Dyke.
Dyke and his lovely wife
It's
Arlene.
such a pleasure. It really is a pleasure to have you here. And you know what? I saw you on The Masked Singer.
Oh
First of all, I can't believe you did. I can't believe you did that. You're trapped inside carpeting with eye holes. But when they took the head off, and you saw it, Arlene, the audience, you're so joyous, Dick. They went out of their mind. Everybody here went out of their mind. And I didn't realize I have a younger daughter, and when she was 8, you were at a party, and you were there. It was a Christmas party.
Right.
And I thought maybe she wouldn't know you because Dick Van Dyke show. She went, oh my God, I'm to every movie. And she ended up sitting in your lap singing Christmas songs. And to Jason's point,
What?
I don't think I've ever seen you not happy and not joyous. You always seem.
We'll talk to Arlene about that in a moment.
We're going to say, ask her.
No, but that is
Wife joke. I guess that we could count that.
How long was it?
That was almost a minute. So I
Yeah.
think about 50 seconds. You have Dick Van
Bloviates.
Dyke
Yeah.
sitting on the couch,
He just stammers and
and you're talking about what is it? What was that even?
I don't understand it, but also how I need to know how old his daughter is. Because if you're telling me, if say, because a lot of these guys have younger wives, they have younger kids. You know what I mean? When you're in
Dick
Hollywood.
Van Dyke's wife is like 50 or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I would assume that
He's
actually.
like 100.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so this guy's wife is probably younger. And so when he's saying his daughter, I'm wondering how, like, that his daughter was at a birthday party or he came.
Was it a
if you're telling me a
Pizza
teenage.
party?
No, if you're telling me your teenage daughter knows every Dick Van Dyke movie, shut the fuck up.
Did he say teenage? No,
No, but he
said
said-
daughter.
well,
but he's
okay,
60.
but that's
he's
what I'm
like 60.
saying.
She's got to be fucking okay.
But then he said, and then she was sitting on your lap singing Christmas carols. So she's got to be small. What is she, an adult woman sitting on fucking Dick Van Dyke's lap
It's an
singing Christmas
awkward
carols?
way to begin the.
That's an odd thing.
Yeah.
Is she a teenager sitting on a lap? Still weird. A little kid sitting on your lap singing Christmas carols. Okay, fine. But if it's a little kid, your little kid knows all the Dick Van Dyke movies without you telling her anything?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Right.
You're a fucking made all this shit up. This is why people don't want to watch your show, because you guys aren't real people.
Right.
You don't have actual thoughts about anything.
That's
you
what it
just
is.
fucking bloviate and fucking and create this fucking air of like separation, and like, it's just fucking nobody wants this.
You almost get like an Invasion of the Body Snatchers thing going, where it's like, they're not. What are you, not real?
Yeah,
what
you're
are
not
you?
real
What's-
people.
What
I've
thing
said
are
this
you?
before.
What kind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No soul.
Yeah, basically.
can't.
Yeah, they are. They're like, well, maybe that's the thing. They're
Yeah.
probably part reptilian, like I've
But
been
here,
telling you. Hold
this
on,
is-
wait. Can we just extend that for 1 second?
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I want
are-
it. So now Dick Van Dyke has gotten to say like, oh yeah,
Yes.
and then
Here.
Went out of their mind.
oh
He
sorry,
played on
whatever.
Seinfeld.
Oh no.
We're like,
That's what you put out. That's the vibe that you put out. And much like my partner here, when people see him,
So he
because
still
of the role
hasn't
he
said
played
anything.
on Seinfeld,
Not
it
really.
doesn't matter where we are in the world, they break into a smile. And the same thing
that's
with
true.
you. Everybody,
Isn't that nice?
It's joy.
It's an amazing way to go through the world, but
Yeah.
mine is because I play the biggest schmuck
they're
in the world.
both just talking about themselves. They haven't asked him a
It's
question.
because-
nothing.
Yeah.
There is
It's
real.
fucking madness.
This is
dude.
how I compare to you, sir. So let me just again illustrate that we are the same.
I want to
am a s-
reiterate how my feelings of you are quite lofty, and
Yeah. You should feel good about this. I'm
Yes.
really. But okay, so
Dick
my
Van Dyke is like, "Isn't that wonderful?" He's like, "I
think it
that
is.
it is,
Yes.
and I want to say to you now that it's just like, dude, ask him a question, you
yeah,
bozo.
talk to him.
Like, what the
Let
fuck
him
you
say
doing?
some shit.
Yeah.
Hey, what have you been up to? How you doing? How you feeling?
Sure.
It's awesome to have you here.
Hey, it's crazy that you're alive. This guy,
Yeah.
this guy has minutes, and you're taking up all of this time blathering about yourselves. He may not make it till the end of this show.
Yes.
Like, do you not understand that?
Now listen, this is why I know nobody is resonating with this. Because, okay, so there's the Dick Van Dyke one. Where's that at? Down here. That has 4,700
Which is
views,
crazy.
which is
Yeah.
insane. But now you look up scams, cons, blah, 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 293. Fucking,
That's us numbers.
That's us numbers. 261 a month ago.
And we were only on
359.
Seinfeld like every once in a while.
Yeah,
you know?
like we had bit parts.
He
on
was on every
Seinfeld.
fucking
He was
show, dude.
Costanza.
Yeah.
No, is this not mind blowing? Now, my question to you about this is this genuinely what we think, and they're just so unlikable and untalented as a podcast duo that the people just don't even give a fuck? Like the algorithm doesn't favor? I don't know what. Or is it that new podcasts just don't have a chance anymore?
I don't know.
Is it so saturated that even George Costanza just can't even get any fucking tread?
Well, I know which one that would make us feel better.
Yeah,
you
me
know?
too. And then let's stick
that's
to
what
that
you're
one.
going for.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
They're
this
horrible.
This
That's
is
what it is.
obviously proof that it's impossible to be successful doing this. And
Yeah.
that it's just it's
Yeah,
really
they're
just
awful, but I don't think that's what. I think it's just you cannot start a fucking show. It's so much
it
to
kind of
get it
can't be
noticed.
said enough. It's fucking George. Like,
Yeah,
it's one of
that's
the
what I
most
mean.
famous guys of all time.
Yeah.
right.
And now, aside from our feelings, now I still feel that they're blithering idiots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're unlikable, and that they're bad at doing this. And,
Yeah.
And it's funny, like if we don't need to watch a bunch of it, but it's almost as if they do it as almost like in a journalistic way, which doesn't even fit either of them at all.
well,
like
they have
when
this.
actually get
They,
into this.
like I said, they have just like assumed their own relevance.
Their own importance.
and yeah, right. And
It's really weird
They don't
interview
need
style
to. They
that
don't
they
need
do.
to actually have any.
Go
Content
take a look
or-
at it. Maybe
Yeah.
pump those numbers up for them a little bit. We'll get our followers over there. You know what?
Yeah, let them know
Throw
if
'em
you
a bone.
if you head over there. Just let them know Radioville is on their scent.
Yeah, we're on.
And they're not
scent.
going to get away with this trying to hide out in the Hollywood Hills and
Yeah.
have a podcast with no views.
Yeah,
we're on to you.
We see you.
Yeah.
Look, you can't fucking hide from us.
And-
You're obviously hiding from everyone else
Yeah.
in society,
But not us.
not us, pal.
Right. We're
We
going
see
to
what
put
you're
you
doing.
on our show.
Yeah, we're gonna put you on
Get
blast.
you like maybe the same amount of views. If on a good day.
No, but the real story here is you can't get anywhere anymore. It's so saturated. We're doing it. We're trying. And I'll tell you this: I felt I was a little off tonight because it's so hot outside.
It's a hard day to.
I'm not even shitting you.
to be
I
in a
felt
good
off all
mood.
day.
Yeah.
It's just like this heat is like, dude, what the fuck, man. All
Tell me
day
about
long.
it.
Oh, yeah, you're living in a fucking furnace.
I know, dude. Yeah,
A raccoon-filled furnace.
I went home and I do feel pretty good though, because I think I get toxins out of me a lot.
Yeah, you're living in a
I am
sauna
just
environment.
like basically I'm living in. Yeah, I think you're only supposed to be in a sauna for like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's usually the cutoff.
Yeah, I'm having that experience for weeks on end.
Yeah.
With no relief. I don't have air conditioning in my car or my house. And I work in a kitchen or outside moving gear for a concert.
You're burning a lot of calories trying to keep that core temperature at a regulated,
Yeah, I haven't even really been trying. I pee.
No, but your body has to.
I pee like once every 4 days. It's
just that's what I mean.
It's black. It's like black powder comes out of me once every like week sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
just
it.
dust. The old dust joke.
The old dust pee routine,
What are we at here, guys?
Are we looking at any more Jason Alexander? Or,
I don't know, man. I think we fucking beat that one.
I thought you wanted to do the scams thing.
With him?
Yeah, that's what.
Oh no. That was just it's really the same shit. You know what I mean? It's just
All right.
them blithering away
I just feel like we didn't
like idiots.
Yeah, we didn't make fun of them enough, but that's okay. We can
I
do it
know.
again sometime.
I never feel like I make fun of Jason Alexander enough, to be honest.
Do you want to just watch another minute of it?
We could
Same
do that.
video with Dick Van Dyke because it's a good one. And again, what Dick Van Dyke looks crazy. By the way, I mean even talk about
He
that.
does.
He looks. I mean, I don't know what you could look like.
I was gonna
at
say I don't. Yeah, I
97,
can't
but-
attack a man at 98 years old for looking
Or 98,
like literally
whatever
anything.
it is. Yeah.
That's what you put out. That's the vibe.
Let's just go into it a little bit.
Yeah.
You did a pantomime
Random
act
spots.
with a partner, right?
With a partner?
And you were like a radio host, right? Or a television host of some kind
I was
early on?
a radio announcer at 17.
It's
During
funny.
the
This
war,
guy.
everybody
This
got
guy is a legend.
drafted.
Right?
Right.
But like,
Yeah.
this basically amounts to a really annoying conversation with like an old guy that you would have to have.
Yeah.
So yeah, you did it. He's like, I was a radio announcer back in the early days. And it's like, okay.
Here's a
Jesus.
question for me: is Dick Van Dyke? Does that mean he's got something to promote? Because I didn't watch this whole thing. Is he trying to plug something? I hope not, because the numbers on here are not going to plug anything. But my question is then, I wonder if he's like doing podcast rounds, because a lot of times if you see somebody on a podcast, it means they're about to be on a bunch of podcasts. You know what I
He's
mean?
got a movie coming out called Withering Horribly Before Your Very Eyes.
Yeah, the Legend of Cornhusk.
Hey, uncomfortable truth that we're all constantly avoiding. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Look, no matter what, this is
all-
what happens.
Yeah.
No matter
Yeah.
what you do, even if you're Dick Van Dyke.
Yep.
That's what his new movie's called. It's long. It's not going to really fit on a lot of the movie.
But but what if I wonder if I
marquees,
saw
but-
him on like Joe Rogan? I bet you it would be an interesting conversation.
Probably.
It wouldn't be this.
Yeah.
There's a reason that Joe Rogan's podcast is where it is. Like, yes, he got lucky in certain aspects. There was a lot of things went right and stuff, but he's become an excellent interviewer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess
I
so.
watch
Yeah.
a lot of it.
Yeah, I don't really watch it that often, but yeah. I mean, I suppose that's true. And interviewing is a tough thing to do. I jumped into doing this years and years ago. I just wanted to interview weirdos like Art Bell. That was my whole plan. Is I didn't really plan on doing comedy. I didn't really plan on. Like,
Yeah,
I-
you were like more straight.
Yeah, like I was gonna do like New World Order stuff
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
aliens and
Yes.
like Freemasons and whatever kind of shit. It's weird.
And then
to-
everyone just knew about that.
Yeah, but then so what really actually happened is I would start like talking to some of my friends on the show, and it would just turn into people joking around. I'm like, actually, this is way more fun. We'll just do this. But anyways, when I first started,
Yeah.
I just jumped into interviewing people, and so I just booked a bunch of interviews and had no idea what I was doing. And
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna
I
happen.
learned quick, like, oh shit, this is like a really specific skill. You have to actually know how to fucking do this.
Yeah.
And yeah, to like get a cohesive flow of any kind going. It's for some reason there's something very odd about having a guy that you just ask questions to.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
mean,
hard
a
to get like a
specific skill.
yeah.
But
it's hard
also,
to
I
get a
think
vibe
for
going,
people like this, I think it's hard for them to get into that mode because they're already always in me mode. You know what I'm saying? So I think it doesn't work.
yeah, that's
You have to be able to like get out of your fucking.
I think we're stumbling on one of the great absolutes of the entertainment industry is like a blatant narcissist does not make a good interviewer.
Yes.
I don't think anyone has ever realized that before. Interviewing, you should be empathetic and interested. in
Yeah,
the
you should
person,
be curious.
Yeah,
If you're just saying things like, oh, you were a this. Didn't you do this or something? Yeah, I don't know. I guess that is curious. But anyways.
listen to his boring story for a second, and then we'll get out of here.
All right. Where am I?
I'm starting to turn on Dick Van Dyke because look.
Got to be a radio announcer at 17. And I thought that was the future, you know.
And did you do CBS mornings too? Were you on the CBS morning show for a while?
Yes.
That's unbelievable.
For a
Is it?
year, I
Is
did
it?
it.
He's
And
Dick Van
there was
Dyke.
no
How is that
network.
unbelievable?
Yeah, what do you mean by that? This guy was,
Unbelievable. I knew that for my whole life. That's unbelievable. Everyone knows that. It's unbelievable. What are you saying?
But
This
also-
is Dick Van Dyke, you fucking idiot.
it's unbelievable that one of the greatest television stars of his era
Yes,
had done radio before
Started
that.
in radio and local television?
You CBS? No fucking shit.
What?
Holy fuck! There was like 6 companies then. Yeah. What part of it is unbelievable?
It's not even interesting
Yeah.
at this point.
All right, a little more.
But to the coast, it was an hour and a half show. We'd do it once and then do it again.
No
I
way.
had to do it twice.
So was the second time
Days a
better?
week.
Second time better?
And Walter Cronkite
What?
was my...
That's amazing, you stupid old man.
But also, there was a joke there. They all started laughing.
Yeah, what the? I don't. They do that a lot on this. They're like,
Host of something.
I was
early
a
on.
draft future. For a year I did it, and there was no network to the coast. It was an hour and a half show. We'd do it once and then do it again. I had to do it twice.
You worked fucking 3 hours in one day? No. Oh my God.
it's kind of a lot for a performer, you know. I understand.
We used to do 3 hours in a row. Fucking
Yeah.
every
Fucking
single
blackout drunk.
Yes, exactly. We got that done fucking
We should look at
wasted.
some. You know what? We should go look at some of our
God.
early shows and make fun of that next week. That
Yeah,
might be
we
kind
will.
of fun.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Because we used to just the whole goal of this was to get as drunk as we possibly
Dude,
could.
those
as
nights
fast as we
got
could.
retarded.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was a time we like both broke our thumb and threw a fucking gas can in a fire and
No,
there was,
there was
like,
just driving around at all hours in all states,
yeah.
just trying to like fucking continue the.
just something's got to happen. Yeah.
No good. But we'll take a look at that and rip on ourselves next week.
Maybe that'd be fun. Yeah.
All right, let's hear.
So was the second
5
time
days a
better?
week.
Second time better?
And Walter Cronkite.
What was the? He didn't even acknowledge his joke.
No,
was the
because-
second time better?
Yeah,
Maybe, sometimes.
probably because you just did it. And,
yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, maybe something went wrong some other times. Maybe the
Yeah.
first time was better. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but also hilarious. Thanks.
It's the second time, but like and he said it like
He really thought he was clever.
he thought he was being
Second
show.
time
better?
week.
Second time better?
He repeated it.
I had to do it twice.
So was the second
5
time
days a
better?
week.
Second time better?
I'll answer that not for
Walter
your
Cronkite.
joke that you tried to just make because both times it was stupid. So I don't know what that was, but I think he was trying to be like show busy, like that's an old
like that's some sort of
you know,
insider,
right?
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, like you.
Oh, you know what it is? Second time.
you know what they say about the second show? No,
Yeah.
and you don't either.
right?
And there is nothing.
Yeah, you're some kind of weird.
That's why Dick Van Dyke didn't even fucking react to
he
your thing.
scanned it like the Terminator and just went no humor found. Next, yeah.
It's just like, and Walter Cronkite was with me. You know what I mean? The guy's just like, oh, sorry. Sorry for that.
God damn, that's as good as you can look at 97, and it's still so horrifying to see.
That is not looking like I'm going to be happy tonight.
No, I just
This is putting stuff in my head right now that I don't like in there.
it's gonna be a rough sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is going to be a lay down and lay for a while
Yeah,
kind of
It's
night.
gonna be a fucking lot of weed for me
Little
tonight.
fucking- yeah, a lot of- in
Actually,
fact,
the
I
weed makes
can't-
the fucking.
Oh, it's worse.
Worse. Yeah,
It's worse,
The
dude.
existential crisis.
Oh, God.
And the
That's all I'm
yeah,
thinking about.
death.
And I do it every
fearing
night.
Death. That's true.
Maybe
Stoned
we'll
as hell, yeah. Those
maybe
are-
for next week. So we'll
Are we
rip on
done?
each other.
Yeah.
So we'll rip on ourselves next week. What else?